So first off then, Sean, how can people find a colour that will suit them?
OK, first rule, we never go more than 2 shades lighter or 2 shades darker. Taking the box, there's a really simple guide on the back of the box. This is your current base, and this is the colour that can be achieved. Turn the box around, if you place your hand over the face, then you can check your skin tone against the colour on the front of the box. In store also, we've got this colour wheel. Really easy guide to give you the right colour. Alternatively, strand test. Simple thing to do. We just take a few strands of hair and use the desired colour, pop it on, and then we can actually see a visual of what colour you're going to achieve.
So if there's any nervousness about what result you're going to get, that's the way to show you exactly how it will work on your hair?
Absolutely. If you're totally unsure after doing all that, do a strand test.
And what steps should people go through before they actually apply the colour?
So before we actually apply the colour, the most important thing is the safety. We must do an allergy test. So 48 hours before we do what's called a patch test. OK? We can also at the same point carry out a strand test if you're unsure of the colour that we're going to actually apply. Second stage is give yourself enough time to do this. OK? You don't want to be disturbed because with Perfect 10 it's a very, very quick working colourant. OK, so get yourself set up first. Usually the bathroom is, I would say, the best place to start. OK, so you're going to need towels, you're going to need some barrier cream, a mirror, and somewhere where it's nice and light, and perhaps if there's any splashes you can clean up quite quickly there. You're going to also need, which is very, very important, a stopwatch. Because it's very, very easy for 10 minutes to turn into half an hour, and that's what we can't afford with this colour. We need to keep it to 10 minutes. And the final thing we do is mix the colour. And with Perfect 10, it starts working straight away. So pop your gloves on. And now we're ready to mix. Make sure we get all that tint into the developer. We'll put the initial top back on. Just make sure that's really well mixed. Give that a good shake for about 30 seconds or so. Now, the thing with Perfect 10, it does start to develop straight away, so this is the reason why it's mixed, finally. So we're all gowned up, we've got the barrier cream on, like we've said, and then we can change that top over into this new comb that's been developed specifically for this product. It's got 3 levels of holes in it, which disperse the products evenly and quickly all the way through. OK, so we start. Now, we always say in hairdressing it would keep your work really nice and neat and tidy, and with colouring hair, what we want to do is probably hit the places that we need to first. So we're going to go around the hairline first, and then we're going to start to split the hair up into 4 sections. OK? So we just work through the hairline, being nice and careful. But with this comb, it doesn't really... you don't have a lot of wastage at all. That's what you'll find with it. Now, the technique what we're going to use is what we term as a hot cross bun technique. So we split the head into 4 sections. So we're going right from the front hairline, we go all the way down either side, right down into the nape of the neck. Now, once we've finished that, from the crown through to the top of the ear, and we have our 4 sections then. So we work through in sections that are about 1 centimetre in depth. And we go down first and then back up. And the reason why we do this is because we've already applied to that top section of hair. So we don't need to over-apply. Now, the design on this comb is excellent. What you're finding is, unless I actually squeeze the bottle, there's no dripping at all. So it means that the application is going to be a lot cleaner and a lot quicker. Getting those little grey ones that are just appearing at the back there. I think the nicest thing about using a product like this, we've got this new technology, which is always interesting to work with, but to get this kind of coverage and result within 10 minutes is exciting.
Do you pull the colour right the way through to the ends at the end?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, we've already got existing colour on, so that'll be the last thing we do. So we'll just massage that through just for the last couple of minutes.
And if you're literally going to start a stop clock, when do you do that?
Start that when you've finished. But remember that the colour at the top has already been on just for a couple of minutes, so just be aware of that. You can drop that off just by a minute or so, which will give you a full, even result. But what we're getting with Perfect 10 is amazing colour results. You're getting great conditioned hair. The speed in which it works is incredible. And another thing, we don't have that ammonia smell that we associate with home hair colouring. You know, the fragrance of the product is actually really quite pleasant. And you're also getting bang-on trend colour. You know, the colour for 09, what we're looking at is lots and lots of full head colours, lots and lots of shine, very glamorous look, and this gives you that in almost breakneck time and without the high cost of colouring. So if we recap, what we've done beforehand is 48 hours before we've done a skin test. We've also tested us on strands to make sure we're totally happy with the colour we're going to achieve. Set ourselves up with a timer and some barrier cream and then applied the colour in quarter sections. So we split the head up into 4 sections, working through a centimetre deep, applying downwards first and then the underneath section. Work the colour through just for the last few minutes, just on the ends, which is on this lady's hair is already pre-coloured, and the application's complete. So here we are with the finished result. Okay, so we've got glossy, healthy, shiny hair. Now, when we rinse the colour off, what's really important to use is the intensive Colour Seal conditioning cream. Now, we use about the size of a 50p piece when we use this. Put it into the palm of the hand, rub it together and apply it through the hair. There's actually enough product in this tube so you could do a treatment at least once a week for about 6 weeks. Now, this is going to lock your colour in and make sure that it lasts that little bit longer. The result, well, you've got this glamorous super luxe kind of finish on the hair, which is a big look for spring-summer 09. We've got volume at the root, we've got lots of shine, lots of volume through the ends there. I think the overall result is absolutely stunning.